rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaking close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well. But they executed, they made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Nickel. Got his man quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Noles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Back to pass. It's nickel. Caught over the middle. It's Upshaw.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Really disappointing. By the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
A lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. To throw, it's Nickel. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Berry. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Safe completion on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Pressure coming. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He caught it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy.
Turning it on. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Seminoles! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield. It's Sperry. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Off play action. Working that left side now. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On the move, it's Foster. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Creates a little space. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Power football with the run. The ball scores free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet,
now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looking for space, it's Foster. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the ground with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Canes will hustle to the line. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Finds us back in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's nickel. Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the misfire, it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And he's just going to spike it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's nickel. Turns it loose. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is a situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to